All right, well, good morning, everybody. Got a few minutes to go before the South Milwaukee water rate case begins. Just wanted to check in with everyone, make sure you can hear me. Everyone looks like everyone's muted and their cameras are off, so we can start testing out connections soon, and we'll get started at 10 o'clock.
This is Ben here. I can hear you, Michael.
All right, great. Can you get your screen on? Oh, there we go. All right, see you there. Welcome. Good morning. There's someone connected with the initials DKJT. Anyone recognize that? Be a member of the public? No, no one recognized that one. Yeah, so the person logged in as DKJT. Can you unmute, turn your screen on so we can welcome you to the hearing? Seeing anything? All right, well, if I don't hear from you, I'm gonna invite you then to watch the live stream. Um, and the details on how to do that are on the screen share right now. So for the public just wants to observe the hearing without participating, you can view the live stream. Otherwise, just let me know who you are and we can keep you on the Zoom. You have commission staff connected. Let me ask you guys, Alex and Kathleen, someone's connected with the screen name DKJT. Does that sound familiar?
It doesn't for me.
Okay. Yeah, no one seems to recognize that name. So,
Okay.
all right, well, before we get started, we'll ask one more time if that person identify themselves. Now we got about a minute to go. I think we have everyone we're expecting. Oh, and Craig just joined us. This is the South Milwaukee water rate case. Michael Newmark, the administrative law judge. We just connected Craig's iPad to the meeting. Just curious, if you could let us know who you are. If you're a member of the public, just let me know. Just have to unmute. Never know if they're listening or not. That's probably the problem. All right, well, we haven't heard from them yet, so. Craig, I see you there. I'm going to unmute you. It's not letting me. I don't know if you're able to do that. Well, Craig, it's not looking like you have a very good connection here. You also have, looks like Markina G joining us. Markina, if you could unmute, just want to welcome you to the hearing and ask if you're a member of the public.
Good morning. Yes, I am.
Okay, great. So we're taking comments at the end. So we'll be reviewing checking in the documents from commission staff and utility, asking them to verify those documents and then asking for comments. So I see Craig is there, but his microphone doesn't seem to be working. Also, DKJT, can you unmute? Not hearing anything from them. All right, well, if you're having trouble viewing the hearing, you can observe that on our YouTube channel. And there's the instructions how to do that are on the screen share. Or you can go to the Public Service Commission's website to get a link for that. It's on the notice of hearing. And looks like we can get started. So yeah, everyone seems to be ready to go, but me. So, all right. Okay, so why don't we get started then? Welcome everyone. This is docket 5590 WR108, the application of the City of South Milwaukee for authority to adjust water rates. This is Michael Newmark, the Administrative Law Judge for the Public Service Commission. We're here on Zoom with the Utility Commission staff and members of the public in attendance. What we're doing here today is creating the record in the case. That'll be the documents we identify and verify under oath as exhibits, as well as any comments we receive live from the Utility Commission staff and members of the public. We're also live streaming the hearing on YouTube, and that recording will be available on our YouTube's hearing channel, and will also be part of the record in the case. So what we do with the record is we provide it to the decision maker in this docket, and that one in this docket we have Andy Galvin, the administrator for the Division of Water Utility Regulation and Analysis. So the administrator will review the record and make the decision, and then a written order will be issued based on that decision. It'll be emailed to the utility and posted on the commission's website on our IRF system. And I can show you on the notice of hearing how to get to that using the documents and schedule instructions on our notice. That's the link to the case documents. So when the order issues, it'll be put on this link. I'll even click it for you and you can see what I'm talking about. So that's our case management system. Oops. Go to documents and you'll see it's not there yet, but it'll be a link to an order. You look at all the documents, it'll be listed at the top as the order from the commission, the final decision. So that's what that'll look like when it's issued. Okay, so at this point, we are taking public comments live today, but for whatever reason you don't make a comment at this point, we are accepting written comments. They must be filed by June 12th. They can be filed on the commission's website or by US mail. I'll show you the website link. So you'll see a form like this. If you follow this link, enter your name, city, and state, and your comment, verify it, and then you're good to go. That comment will be filed with the commission. Probably saw some of those here, all the comments that were filed so far. So we do have quite a number of comments in this case so far, 18 in all. And I haven't reviewed those yet, so I think if they're related to the case, I don't know what they say yet, but if they're related to the case, I'll receive them for the record. If they're totally irrelevant, maybe someone put the wrong docket number in when they were filing something, then that won't be included. But if your comments about the case, you'll see it. The decision maker will see it. So I think that's all the background we need to review. Let's get started then with the utilities documents, and no one else in the waiting room here. So we'll get started. I have an email I'm going to show on the screen share from Alex Hanna of Commission staff. Alex had identified documents that the utility and commission staff has submitted, and we will receive for the record if we can verify them. So as well as the public comments on the list there. Oh, Craig, much better. Good for you. All right, so we have that list of documents from the utility, 7 in all. Two of them, quite a number of them being the notice of the hearing. We can start with that. I don't know if those are verified yet, but let's do it now. So let's have someone from the utility that can verify the notice documents. Who do we have that can do that for us?
I can verify those.
All right, great. So I'll swear you in first. Raise your right hand. Swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, I do.
Give us your name and title.
Ben Huffman, South Milwaukee Water Wastewater Superintendent.
All right, and can you see the screen share?
Yes,
So the first four documents listed from the utility, are you familiar with those?
yes,
Are they complete and correct to the best of your knowledge?
yes.
Do you have any comments?
I do not.
All right. So we'll move on to the more technical documents, the application data request responses, and the billing request. Do you want to verify those? Or do you want to pass that on to your consultant?
I believe Jody was on.
Yep, she is. Okay, she can do those. All right, so I'll swear you in, Jody. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Give us your name and title.
Jody Dobson, principal with Baker Tilly.
All right, and you're consulting with South Milwaukee on this case?
Yes.
Okay, great. So can you see the screen share?
Yes, I can.
So for documents numbered 5 through 7 on the utility exhibits, are you familiar with those?
Yes, I am.
Are they complete and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, they are.
And do you have any comments?
Not at this time.
Okay. I will move on to commission staff. Revenue requirement with Kathleen Butzloff. I'll swear you in. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm? Tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
And can you confirm that the revenue requirement exhibit is complete and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, it is.
Do you have any comments?
I have just one comment.
Okay.
During review of the rate case, there were a handful of issues related to accounting and reporting. And in my revenue requirement exhibit, I recommended that the utility needed to make certain corrections and refile the 2024 PSC annual report. And the utility did that and filed an amended report, I believe it was on June 4th. So that is all taken care of.
All right, great. And cost service study and rate design, Alex Hanna. Swear you in. Do you swear or affirm tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Can you confirm that the cost service study and rate design exhibit is complete and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, it is.
Any comments?
I have no comments at this time.
All right. Well, before we move on, I didn't ask if anyone else representing the utility had a comment. So anyone else want to speak for the utility? No. Okay. So now we'll take public comments. Like I mentioned, we have 18 on file so far, and we will continue to take written comments until let me get this right, the 12th of June. So let's begin with any public comments. I see Craig, you're right there. Do you have a comment? And you're muted though, so we're gonna have to fix that first.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, perfect. All
Oh.
right. So, oh, wait a second. I'm just trying to get rid of this screen share. Ah, there we go. Great. Okay. So would you'd like to make a comment? I'll swear you in. So raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
All right, great. So give us your name and comment, please.
Well, Craig Maas, I'm on the commission in South Milwaukee for water, wastewater. No comments at this time.
Oh, okay. So you are connected with the utility. All right. Sorry about that. I should have asked you first. All right. Now how do I remove you? Okay, excellent. All right, so that's Craig. Marquine. So I'm just going to go down the list. They're alphabetical, but you may not be the first one. It may not be in order when you joined, but that's just how it works. So you have Josh Whaling. If you're a member of the public, let me know. If you want to make a comment, let me know. You're muted right now.
Yeah, I'm a member of the public. I would like to make a comment.
All right, great. Can you unmute and turn on your screen? All right, see you there. Perfect. Let's just get you on the screen. All right, I'm going to swear you in. Raise your right hand. You swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Okay, give us your name and comment, please.
My name is Josh Walling. I'm a resident of the city of South Milwaukee. And I have obvious concerns that I think I share with a lot of the citizens of South Milwaukee over the 22% increase in our water utility bill. And generally, I think the consensus from your guys' initial report was that this is needed to help pay for the lead service line replacements. And so I have two questions that I don't know if this is the right panel to answer them, but basically, if we are increasing our bill to pay off the debt we would incur or the costs we'd incur, then why is there no time to finish that 22% increase in the bill? It doesn't make sense for a bill increase to be indefinite if we're solely doing this to pay off debts. So that would be my first question is there an end date to this price increase? And then the second is, why have we not considered spreading out how much of the lead service lines we are replacing instead of trying to cram it all into 1 year, spreading out that work over time so that way it doesn't hurt the individual, citizens so hard. Like 22% is a pretty substantial increase.
Yeah, those are reasonable questions. If the utility wants to just address that for us, that'll be useful.
Absolutely. Thank you for your question, Josh. I really appreciate that. So getting to your first question, the 22% rate increase, this is associated with a 20-year safe drinking water loan. I would just advise you that I am not in a position to tell you what this utilities finances will be in 20 years. I don't want to leave this as an open-ended question. But I am, that would be a decision that would be made 20 years from now. So this is really associated with the transmission line project on Michigan Avenue and the roughly 1,200 or so lead service lines that we've replaced in 24 and 25, and then looking into 26 to hopefully finish. So that would be a question for down the road as far as what the utilities finances would look like. But this loan does have a term of 20 years. The second part of your question regarding why we are doing this all right now, is there a way that I can share my screen, or is that not possible?
Not really.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I'll just kind of run through some quick numbers here, very simple if I can. So the state receives their money through a program basically known as the SRF funding allocation from the federal government that helps pay for these projects, these infrastructure projects. Previously, for water and wastewater, those numbers were about $1 billion per year up until the year 2021. Those numbers significantly increased to roughly $7 billion as part of the IIJA, or also known as the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law that was passed. And basically, so there's this influx of funding available for the city of South Milwaukee. Previously, the city has not qualified for some of its projects through these funding mechanisms, and we are simply just taking advantage of what is offered to us now. So to put it in perspective, if we were to sort of spread this out over the course of the next 10 years, which is really what the requirement is. It's a 2035, basically, EPA year to eliminate lead service lines. There would be a very high likelihood that this funding would go down. So we are simply just trying to maximize the amount of funding that's available now. The lead service lines have to come out regardless. So that is sort of why we have decided to move forward with this. Prior to this bill being passed, we were looking at doing this over the course of 10 years.
And that's the construction you're talking about, but the payments
Correct.
will be flowing through for 20 years for the
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
So the two parts of the question. So they're both tied together, but that is why we have accelerated our lead service line replacements.
So it's kind of like build now, pay later.
Correct.
Okay. All right. And did we catch all your questions? I think so, right? So let's move on to Markina G, and I'm gonna take your spotlight off here and move on. Markina G, did you want to make a comment? You just unmute.
I submitted my comments online.
Okay,
I
that's
wasn't
fine.
prepared to be
Yeah.
on the camera today.
That's okay. The decision maker will read that just the same, so no worries there. Melinda Mel Hughes, did you want to comment? See you there. I'm going to unmute you.
It's a, oh, I was muted. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
I wasn't sure if I would comment or not, but I'm concerned about what I'm hearing about the federal limitations to the Infrastructure Act.
Okay, let me swear you in, and then we can take your
Oh,
comments.
sorry. Go ahead.
That's all right. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Give us your name and go ahead.
Melinda Hughes, and I'm concerned about counting on any federal monies from the Infrastructure Act, given news reports that the administration is trying to end that bill.
Okay, yeah, thanks. It sounds like that's why they're working on it now. Is that money in your hands, Ben, or is it something you're still expecting to get?
For fiscal year 25, it is. We do have plans to finish the project in 26. We believe at this time that the funding will still be there for 26. That's really the best that we can do right now is sort of operate until we hear something different. And then at that time, we'll have to take a step back and figure out our next pathway forward. But we are very hopeful that bill will be allowed to run its full course, which would be through fiscal year 26. And that is why we have tried to mirror our replacement project with that funding.
All right, sounds reasonable. Okay, thanks. Looking at our list, I may not have anyone else. Anyone else, member of the public that I'm missing that I haven't asked yet? No, I don't think so. Okay, great. All right. Well, I do appreciate everyone attending and giving us your comments. Looks like we have everything in terms of the record. So like I mentioned, we'll forward this all to Andy Galvin, the division administrator that handles water utilities. Then he'll review the record here and make a decision, and you'll see that on our ERF system. I don't know if everyone saw that. Maybe you joined later. So if you have let me get the screen share. So you have the notice of hearing. You may have seen this one. And it has the link to our case management system in the docket. So that'll bring you right to documents in the case. And like I mentioned, you'll see an order link here once the order is issued. And it'll just look like one of these filings on this list. So there you go. That's the details. Anything else we need to address before we adjourn? No, nothing. All right. Thanks very much, everybody. We're adjourned and take care.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.